Oh, are we live? I think we are live. One second. Can you see me live in my group? It's always, yeah, yeah. We are live. Yo.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm super excited, super pumped, super happy to come in again to you guys and bring in one of the absolute, one of the fantastic creations by my dear friend Will Barnard, who's right here with me, and his creation presenting to you in my day two series. Um, I'll let Will speak while I'll go and fix my link from Restream, and I'll take 10 seconds off. Over to you, Will.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Will Bernard, obviously. I've been working really, really hard for the last few months, probably about 4 months. Had some hiccups here and there, creating the primer extension. If I'm sure you've heard some, but not all of what primer does. It automatically opens at the set time, whatever time you set every single day. Then it auto comments on every post that's on your newsfeed. It tags the post author, and then it also comments. So it goes through it calculates how many happy reactions, sad reactions, likes, loves, whatever, and whichever one the post has the most of, the software also comments to the in that same regard. So it'll never go like LOL on somebody's tragedy post or something like that, or vice versa. It won't go and put something sad on somebody's happy post because I built that in and had it calculate those reactions. And there's a screen which I'll show you in a minute. We'll go through a live run through where you
Okay,
can put.
Will. I'm sorry, I'm butting in. People don't know what you're talking about. We'll take it step by step. Before that, let
Okay,
me
let's go.
acknowledge everyone. We'll go back and rewind and do all of this.
All right, go.
I had to delete that link first, guys. Miss Pai is here. So happy to see you. Charles is here. John is here. I'm so happy to see you in the house, guys. Keep
Hello.
engaging, keep asking, keep talking. Will is has created such a brilliant product, guys. I am so proud of him. I have been talking to him practically every day for weeks now. And the more every
Oh,
day I talk to him, it's more like, I get a lot more insight into this product, which I've been working on with him for a while, testing it, using it. And what has happened is we all know about Facebook, priming, where you
mm,
what is priming, guys? People who don't know, will let's explain also to people who are kind of new to the concept. Not everybody knows about priming, not everybody knows about primer, not everybody knows
right.
about the extensions. I'll give a little background, and we'll get you to answer all these amazing questions that I have and other people have.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, is that cool?
Yeah.
Perfect. So
Um,
that, yeah, please.
Go ahead. Oh, so a little bit of background on what priming the feed is. Like when you're priming a water pump, you need to get it going. You really like have to pump it a couple times to get the water pressure up to get the flow going. That's kind of the same thing with Facebook and the Facebook algorithm. Um, the more you post, the more you engage, the more you are active. It's called priming it's priming your feed. It gets your feed ready for whatever you're going to post later. It
Yeah.
just gets the algorithm going.
So what he's saying is, before you post anything on Facebook, in your newsfeed, on your timeline, whether it's a post, whether it's a live, whatever you're doing, like I primed my feed before I went live. I did a couple of posts a few hours ago.
Mm,
Every before every post, there was a long post I did on my feed. There was a short post I did. Before that, every single time I first prime my feed, which simply means that I engage with other people whose posts, whose videos, whose content is showing on my feed. So I go,
mm.
like, I don't like them, but I love them. I comment, I write something, I put some emojis. That's called priming. And you do it for a certain period of time, because the more you do it, the more Facebook is inclined to serve your content because you went and engaged with them. So now Facebook is going to return that favor, and it's going to actually serve your content to more and more and more people. And the proportion, I don't know, Will can tell me in the numbers. I'm just cooking up those numbers basis my personal experience. It's like this, that if you go and serve 10 people, Facebook will show it to say 20 people. If the numbers keep increasing, if the eyeballs, or as I would like to call it, the eyeballs, the number of people, your audience, if you can somehow increase them to like 50 people, 100 people in the first 5 minutes, in the first 1 hour, in the first, as soon as you post, the more the traction is, the more, the higher times percentage of Facebook wanting to serve your content to so many more people who can be your prospective leads, who can be your prospective clients and buyers. How cool is that? Is that right?
Exactly. So the way the Facebook algorithm works, we don't really know exactly how it works, but from most experts, Facebook takes your post and it shows it to 20 people in your audience. So say you have 5,000 friends, it shows it to 20 people.
That's it? That's it?
Yeah, 20 total.
That's it? If you're not doing anything, that's what happens.
If you're not doing anything, if you're not priming, if you're not engaging, that's all that happens. They show it to just 20 people. And if no one engages, likes, comments, or shares, that's the only 20 people that are going to see it. Stops.
Oh my goodness. It sucks. My business will never grow at that pace. And yours?
Exactly. So if any one of those 20 people like, comment, or share, it shows it to another handful of people. And then it just keeps going and going and going. So what priming does is gets the engagement going.
Yeah. So it's like you work with other people, and Facebook as a platform returns the favor. That's how it goes. So if you see my last post as an example on my newsfeed, on my timeline, which is where I say I am ready to kick out people who are not engaged with me in my group, or my friends. And I've got 70 plus comments already. You can go and see it. It's amazing the way it works. Imagine you're writing stuff, you're posting your offers, you've got content, you have some lead magnet, you have a free training that leads to your offer, and more and more and more and more people, more and more times, number of people, 10 times, 20 times, 40 times, 100 times, people start coming, looking at your stuff and wanting to connect with you, wanting to join your group, wherever you are leading them to. That's what priming is, guys. And I have been doing priming since September of last year, which is when I joined One Group Away Challenge by Alex Elliott. My goodness, it's a pain point for me. Okay, I don't know about you guys. Prasad is here, Nirupama is here, Girija is here. These girls are from India. Craig, hey, I'm still waiting for my video, Craig. Charles again. Guys, ask us questions. This gentleman has taken away the pain from priming the feed for 30 minutes, 20 minutes every single time that you post. It's like there are times, I don't know about you guys, please share your experience. I have been priming, leaving, priming, dipping down, disappearing. Then again, knowing, oh, now my audience has gone down, let me start priming again. It takes a couple of weeks for it to get back in shape. And then something happens to Facebook, because Facebook algorithm keeps playing its own games that nobody on the planet understands. And it's a constant battle. It's a constant battle, especially till the time you're in your first couple of hundred, couple of thousand, like when you're starting out first 5 months, 1 year, that phase, unless you have like thousands of audience and, then you are already primed. Most of us are not in that stage yet. So this gentleman, guys, Mr. Will Barnard, has saved our lives of this entire online community by gracing us with this absolute awesome product. He's the only one on this planet Earth who has come up with this amazing Chrome extension that primes on autopilot as many number of times as you want it to. There is no restriction, and it does the job brilliantly. Like when he used to tell me, and I didn't even install it for like a couple of weeks, he was still testing. It was still in the beta mode and stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe, and then when I did it a few weeks ago, my goodness, I am sitting and watching a script on my computer, sitting like this and seeing what's going on. You can keep working, you can do your own stuff. It's going and engaging. And I'm like, what will it go and tell those people? What if it screws up? I had so many questions, and I'm
Yeah.
going to let Will answer them one by one, and maybe open up his, share his screen and show it to you. Primer, in action. It does emojis beautifully. It goes, I mean, my goodness, the whole art behind how to literally beat Facebook algorithm, not to get caught, keep it light, keep it intuitive, not go and put happy jumpy icon
Mm.
emoji on a sad post. He has thought of everything. If you can come up with an extra question beyond what I'm going to ask him, please do so. I also want
Please
to
do
learn
so.
more. Yeah.
Yes, please do so. Because
Okay,
every time someone asks a question, it becomes a new feature that maybe I haven't thought of. I tried to think of everything. Similar to you, I started one group away October.
oh yeah,
October.
yeah, a month
Um,
after the launch. Yeah.
yeah. So I was doing the priming every day and was having amazing results. And then I just couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep clicking the buttons every single day and keep commenting and liking and all that. It was I had amazing results.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just couldn't do it myself. So I just stopped.
I have some amazing people on my newsfeed also. We are multi-streaming guys. We are streaming in 3 different places. So on
Mm,
my feed, there is Stan. I love you, Stan. He's joined Rachel's Impact. Rob Johnson is there. Sharad is there. Dan Schaefer is there. And Chad Skyros is there. I hope I pronounced your names properly. Welcome into the house. Please ask us questions. And don't miss out this. He has come up with this is his first ever launch, guys. This is in this group. I'm so honored, Will. And he has come up with a 50% off for the next 2 hours, and
mm.
tons of bonuses which you cannot say no to. Keep your credit cards ready. This guy, I mean, he blew my top, and that's what we are here to do. So I think we
Okay.
have already answered Girija's question. How does it work? Yes, it is a Chrome extension. Yeah, let's move on. Over to you, Will.
So like I was saying, I did the one group away challenge in October. I just couldn't keep up with it. And then about a month later, I took Kim Dang's Chromebox class,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't figure out what to make. And then all of a sudden, a light bulb went off. Like I need to automate priming because I'm lazy and I like to automate things. So I've been working on this since November,
Nice.
trying to get everything exactly perfect, to help everyone get their take their time back. Because Alex has a beautiful method of getting you traffic. Kim
Yep.
has a beautiful
Yep.
program of creating
Yep.
Chrome
Yep.
extensions, and just the marriage of those two together
Mm-hmm.
has taken quite a while to produce, but it's been
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So, are you ready to share your screen? Let's not just talk about it. Let's give them
Yeah,
like a very quick peekaboo, and then when we explain it, it'll start making more sense. What do you
yeah,
think?
for sure. I'm
And I think,
gonna, I'll,
yeah, please.
yeah, I'll share my screen right now. Can y'all see my screen?
Oh, I have to tell you. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So here's the primary page of my funnel. You can come here. It's getprimer.com. And this just plays a little video. We'll just play this for a second. Oh, I should hit play.
Yeah, don't play a video unless it's like some. You are right here live. You can talk to us. There's
Right.
a lag, I think. Just
So
yeah.
that video just basically essentially explains exactly what I just explained. The one group weight challenge plus
Yeah.
the Chrome Boss. And also I added this to let you know when time is going to be up. After this clock runs out, because I've had it in pre-launch for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
prices are gonna go up in a little while when that timer hits zero. So everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening, if you're interested, go take a look at the site. Do you want me to do a demo of the
Yeah. Only
actual?
only only of the feed, and then we can share the link, etc.
Say that again.
I said you can just start the, show the actual script, how it goes, how it reads the
Okay.
stuff, where do you punch in your, your stuff, your emojis and stuff.
Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right. Oh, of course. Technical difficulties. Bear with me
Don't
one moment.
worry, we are here. We are dying to see this. This is going to change the life of organic businesses, guys. I have never professed paid ads, and this has come to my rescue. I mean, I'm using it, and all of you know that I don't talk about something unless I've used the product extensively. I'm using it. I can show you my results. He can show you his results. It's just blowing our top. I mean, it's so much cheaper than to keep a VA or to put in every
Mm,
at least an hour every day. I think
yeah.
to rhyme. If you do 2 posts, it's like an hour literally.
Yeah, and that's kind of why that's another reason that I made this was I'm not a fan of paid traffic, and I wanted
Me
to create
neither. Yeah.
yeah because when you do paid traffic, you're kind of thrusting yourself in front of people,
Yeah.
and with organic traffic, they're kind of more already primed to the idea of seeing you because human psychology says that when someone sees your face around 7 times or sees your name, they're more apt to buy from you.
Yeah.
And so Primer puts your name, your face, your comment in their feed every single day automatically without you being there. So well, I got the extension loaded. So when you click on the Primer extension, you only have to do this once. You'll come and you'll go to the settings tab,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll in order to be more human-like and less bot-like, there's a
Okay, I
range.
will, I will, I will just jump in for a second. So you are saying that you just install the extension. You will give us the instructions, which are very, very simple.
Mm,
And once and there is this little P icon, which stands for primer. The name of this very, very cool, sexy Chrome extension is primer with an extra R, which I love. And then you get this little icon here, and you put these two numbers. These are the recommended numbers, and you know what these numbers depict are you don't want Facebook to track you as a bot. You don't
mm,
want to get into Facebook jail. So what very smartly Will has done is he's given you the best tested researched numbers. This is the time lag from 11 to 15 seconds that from every move, every time the automated script goes and comments or primes on your feed, there'll be a 11 to 15-second gap between it so that it sounds more human, it sounds more realistic to Facebook algorithm. Is that the reason, Will?
yes, exactly. If there wasn't, and if I didn't have this interval there, it would comment every like 2 or 3 seconds or 10 seconds or something like that. And if something happens repeatedly over and over and over again, it flags for Facebook,
Yeah.
and then they review to see if it's automated or not. So I put the interval here. So anywhere between 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15,
Yeah.
it'll fire off the reactions at that time.
Brilliant. And then I think you can set the exact time, or you can just start any time that you want it to start. You can just press on the start button, or
Mhm.
you can set a time and say that, oh, at this time, please start automatically. It just starts and it stops in 30 minutes. Is
Mhm.
that right? Just punch in some time. And
Yeah.
Ken is here. Hartley is here. Finally, great to see you, Hartley. Hope you're doing well. Alana is here. So glad to see all of you. And he says
Hello.
that you put in a time which is like like a more random number like 25,
Mhm.
27, 13, so that it's not like every time 5 o'clock like a prim proper time. So these are
Yeah.
just few tricks I've learned from him, so I'm just
Mhm.
reiterating. Yeah, so that's it. You just put in those three values, and then
And then, so another reason I put the timer on here or this and recommended everybody select a random time. Not everybody's going to select the same time, so it's
right.
less likely that Facebook will catch. Instead of 5,000 people running at 5 p.m., it
True.
it just runs whatever time that they want. So it's 12:21. It's going to run on your computer time. So whatever your computer clock says, it's going to run at that time. So I'm going to go ahead and set it for a few minutes ahead right now. And then once you have the set time, once you click next, you'll come over to the reaction screen.
This is a really cool part. These are the comments that the extension will pick up and put it in the comments next to the person's name. So if I'm commenting, I mean, if the bot or the primer extension is commenting on, let's say, Hartley's post, it'll say Hartley, it'll tag his name first automatically, and then it'll choose the maximum number of emojis already present on that post. So if Hartley's post has more likes, it'll grab the 2 options from the like fields. Let them see that, that screen which you have. Do you have that with you, that you send in your emails?
The sample one with the
yeah.
Well, I'm about to fill this one out right now.
Okay, great.
So a little trick, just for everybody, if you're on Windows and you look on your keyboard, there's a little flag button which is on the bottom row. It's the second one from the left, and you hit the period button at the same time, you get emojis.
Could you say that again for them? This is really cool.
Yeah. So if you press the Windows key that's on your keypad,
yes,
it's 2 keys over from your spacebar.
Yeah.
And the period button at the same time, just hold them down.
Okay.
It'll come up with this little emoji
screen. Windows plus period button together, and that's what happens. It just comes up. You don't have to worry about Facebook.
Yeah. So just Windows period, and I just come through here, and Windows period, and I just start.
You can put anything that you like. This is just for example.
You can type. You can even type freehand in here, whatever you want to type. But I generally just like putting emojis because they're pretty. That's about it.
Yeah, so you have these two options each for each kind. So like likes, there are 2 kinds of emojis, the first 2. The next set is the hearts. You put 2 different sets for that. You can keep changing it as per what you want.
Exactly.
And there is laughter, he's doing something for that. There's angry, there is sad. So you can write words also. You can do a mix of text and emojis as well.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Exclamation mark. So it'll first tag the person and then put these. And the best part is because I said that was my question to him, that, if it is, it is not a very happy post and it goes and says, haha, or something, it sounds really bad. He says it'll go take a look and he will be able to show that to you. My God, I watched the script and I was like, my goodness, the kind of detailing that has gone into designing it. The script goes and checks the maximum number of, whether the post has more likes or the post has more hearts or the post has more wow reactions or the post has more sad. Whichever one is the maximum, that is the one that it grabs from here and grabs that response that you've already filled into your comment. My God, even that is taken care of. So you can't go wrong there.
Yeah, in one of the early versions, it was exactly opposite. It was commenting sad reactions on happy posts and happy reactions on sad posts. So it was like, oh, my grandma died, LOL. I'm like, oh no. But I'd already done it. It was a lot of fun.
And then you just update this and you're done.
Yeah, so click update, and then you'll see it update here. Your comments are now stored in the database, which is stored locally on your computer. Then once you click back, and you're done. I set it for.
Why don't we start it anyways manually to show them how it works? Of course, that's one way.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it for 12:26, which is 1 minute from now, and watch it fire off. So we can just talk until then.
Okay.
Is there any questions on the chat?
Yeah. Hartley says, so your likes on my profile were fake. Oh my God. Now I'm not going to answer those.
No, questions. They weren't fake. I really, it was a heartfelt like. Totally.
But I keep commenting when I actually go and look at my, I live off Facebook. So, priming happens for like possibly an hour a day. In 2 different rounds, I am active more than that, even myself. So, if you see my text, if you see something being typed, obviously that's not primer. Priming is essentially to up my Facebook algorithm and show my posts to more people. Like I prime my post half an hour before going live. So to make sure that, my video goes out to a lot more people. So Hartley's also joined me from my Newsfeed, even though he's a very, very important active member inside my group. So see, that's how it works, because Facebook sent you that notification from there because I had primed my feed. You can't prime your group, guys, but you can prime your feed. Charles is watching from outside now.
If in that regard, if the comments do appear in your feed, it will prime those as well. So if whatever group you're a member of, if there's comments in your feed, like say ClickFunnels Official, somebody comments on there and it appears in your newsfeed, it'll prime that one too.
Okay.
So more and more people will see. But I'm gonna go ahead and click start if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that'll be great.
So people can start.
Yeah. John is here. So proud to see you, John. He's one of my brilliant coaching students. It looks right now, like this. Yeah.
Huh?
No, just go on.
Right now, I just went ahead and clicked start. It opens up a very basic version of Facebook. It runs a lot faster. There's no ads.
Designed on purpose to keep it disguised. In a light version, in a disguised version. Yes, please.
Yeah. So right now, it's looking at the reactions to see which one it wants to pick because it just calculated or it just saw which one had the most. And if you come down here and watch this comment box, you'll see a series of numbers. We're all a series of numbers to Facebook. So where did it go? I may have installed the wrong version. So this last night, Facebook broke something. Well, they decided to change something, and we had to. Hamani was you were the very first person to tell me this morning that the primer wasn't working.
Because I'm working on it like crazy. I'm testing it for you like absolute crazy person. In fact, mine is working fine because I just primed the feed before going live. I wanted to make sure that my event is served to more people.
Yeah, I think I just happened to install the wrong version because I have 16.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
You'll have to stop sharing your screen, then I can share mine. No, that's fine.
I only have 16 versions of primer on my computer right now.
16 versions?
Yeah, we've been working on it a long time.
Okay. So guys, I'm just doing it very quickly, and please allow me to stop it in the middle, Will. I know you don't like it, but I'm going to do it, right?
Whatever you want to do.
So mine is all set. I'm not, my settings, everything is done. My emojis, everything is done. So all I'm going to do is just press start. Like I decide to do, let's say I decide to prime my feed like right now. This is my time. I just go to my extension. I click on start and it opens this window. The same window will open if it is pre-scheduled. And look at this. I'm doing nothing. My hands are up in the air. I'm just watching like you guys.
It's kind of fun to sit there and watch it for the first time. Like the first time I saw it, oh, and another thing, if there's 0 reactions or 0 comments, it's just going to default to like. So you'll probably see just a like come through here in a second.
So it is scanning the posts. The first time I saw it, I was sitting for 30 minutes looking at it like this. I'm like, what is going on? I was following through. It is processing which of the 6 categories is the maximum reaction on that particular post. It's going to choose one out of that and then pick up one of the 2 options that you have personally set in your settings in that box and drop it right there. Can you see at the bottom here? Can you see my comment? I did not type it. The name then the like. I did not type it. The script typed it. And this is enough to build up, I'm sorry, on your algorithm.
So
keep looking at it.
So that user just got the notification that you liked their post, commented on their post, and tagged their post. So they got 3 notifications within a second.
Why is it 0? I mean, I've never seen 0 before.
So
maybe because I just primed before going live.
It may be because there's also I also programmed in there that if you've primed it before, like if you've commented on it before, primer's not going to come on it again.
Yeah, because I just did it. It just stopped like as soon as we went live. I think a couple of minutes before that I stopped it.
Yeah, it's probably pulling the brand newest.
Yeah, which is hardly any.
Yeah.
It's just like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Tori is here. Hello. Welcome in the house. Do you see this? The name and then my, the thanks. That's how it works. It's amazing. And the good part is you open another window, you keep working, you don't have to be bound by it. Once it finishes, it just stops. You have to do nothing. It's autopilot to the T. It starts on its own, it ends on its own. You don't touch it, you don't mess around with it. You let it go. Is that right, Will?
Exactly perfect. Yeah. I built it because
now look at this. It is processing. Now you see there are 15 loves, hearts, and 9 likes. Now it's going to heart. it's going to drop the heart, one of the 2 heart options that I put in the settings.
Right.
This is a great example, finally.
So if you scroll down just a little bit to the comment section.
Oh, it was still scanning. How come?
Yeah. I always forget this step for some reason.
And the coolest part is it tracks. You also told me something about it tracks the hand movement.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell them about it?
So I did a lot of research, and I put a lot of thought into this. I didn't want Facebook to detect us quite as easily. So I found a script that mimics the mouse movement of a human hand. So rather than Facebook not see a mouse move from comment to, field to field, I found a script that shows a pseudo mouse. Essentially, you don't see it move. Facebook sees it move. There's a script that runs in the background, and it runs in a little arc. And I also programmed a little jitter in there, so it doesn't go in a straight line from button to button to button to button. And it's solely intended to kind of be more stealth. I don't want any of you getting in trouble with Facebook. I myself don't want to be getting in trouble with Facebook. I've stress tested it. One day I opened 5 browsers and 10 tabs in each one, and I primed all 50 at the same time.
Really?
50 at the same time. And I thought I was going to get banned. For sure I was going to get banned. Nothing. Not detected in the least. So
yeah. Hartley has a question for you, Will. Hartley has a question. He says, will there be lifetime updates to this extension? Say if Facebook tweaks their algorithm to block or just change. It happened yesterday. He already gave me the new version. Which I installed like an hour ago. He does not have it. I have it installed. I can see a use for this, but not until summer. That's fine. But yeah, please answer about the updates and the Facebook.
Yes. So like Amani was referencing, Facebook changed something last night, and I don't know what it was yet, but it broke the extension, and within about an hour, I had the developer implement the fix, and then I sent it out to all current users with instructions on how to uninstall the previous version, how to install the new version. And I also have additional phases planned for primers. So it's going to keep increasing in functionality and value. So if you buy the lifetime, I'm not going to just stop developing it. It's just going to keep getting bigger.
Guys, I have to say something about this gentleman whom I've known for, I don't know, a few weeks, like about a month or so, I think, Will. I mean, we've known each other for a few months now because we've been in touch, and I loved his idea when he told me that I'm looking at developing this new extension, and I was very keen, and I've been keeping in touch. But the last few weeks, like 3-4 weeks, I am constantly, literally last 2 weeks, I'm talking to him every single day. And I can tell you, I have asked all kinds of questions to him. His response time is beyond imagination. He lives, he breathes, he eats this extension. This business is his life beyond his family, more than his family. I don't know his family. I'm not his personal friend. I mean, I am a friend, but what I'm saying is I haven't met him ever in my life.
Right.
And from his responses, from the kind of information that he sends my way, I know that this person is for real. I can tell you that. I mean, my messenger is filled up. We had, filled up with messages. My questions, his answers, amazing answers. He offered to speak to me at like, what time was it when we spoke?
I think it was midnight
on that call.
I think it was like midnight or
yeah, it was past midnight, and he says, yes, I can speak to you. You have questions, let's hop onto a call. And I was like, are you sure? It's like really late for you, not so much for me. And we spoke for a good 40 minutes easily. We're just hanging out on a phone call, talking, getting comfortable. This guy is really amazing. His support is beyond imagination because he loves his product, and he's put in his heart and soul into developing it, into designing it in the most beautiful fashion. It's almost like an engineering product. I'm a designer, so I can tell you that because I've seen the detailing that has gone into it. Tracking the hand, even though your hand's off, he's built that movement, incorporated that into this. That talks volumes about this gentleman. So this is my testimonial to him for you guys also, because, I want you to know that I'm not just trying to tell you to buy it because it's a must and should for everybody who's looking to grow their business, who's looking to really blow up their leads and sales. But right from updates, right from customer support, right from everything, this guy, he sent me like 3 or 4 versions already, including one about 2 hours ago where he's not installed it. I just did, and I primed it, and I was able to share my screen and show it to you in full function.
Yeah.
Over to you guys, your questions. Yeah. Stephanie is here. So good to see you. Dean Hancock, finally. Very, very good to see you guys. I will take exactly 30 seconds in the middle, Will. I have to make a little small announcement because I see a lot of new faces coming in, before they go away and stuff. Guys, I have been doing a 3-day live streaming series. Today is day 2. Yesterday, we did something called How to Fill Up Your Online Programs and Offers with High-Paying Clients. The video is right there inside my group or outside also, even on my timeline, because I've been restreaming it in multiple places. And tomorrow, we are doing a co-working session where all of you are invited to join me in getting a free audit of your Facebook funnel, which helps me help you assess where do you rank as a Facebook expert. Are you able to rank yourself or establish yourself or brand yourself as a Facebook expert instantly or not? So we're going to work together in a Zoom environment. You got to RSVP. You got to leave your Facebook links for me today. And if you're going to join in, let me know. Guys, I'm shutting down this group very, very soon, and the journey is going to go on. I'm moving on to my new group, which is called Business Growth Accelerator, double your revenue in 60 days. And, people who are aligned with what I'm doing, most of you know what I'm doing. If not, feel free to DM me, VM me, comment, tag, ask me questions, connect with me in any way possible. Join me in that journey, and let's create magic in this year. This is your year, guys, 2020. Get the right things in motion. And this primer extension is definitely one of them. Yes, guys. Thank you so much for that, Will, for letting me budge in. So guys, what are your questions?
I'm ready for them all.
Yeah, Samuel is also here. Amazing. Very good. There's so many people watching us. Will, so I had one more question I'm going to ask in the meantime. How long does it take for primer, for a new person who's never primed their feed, they're new to the concept. Facebook does not really recognize them, their work, their posts, the audience size is relatively small, or they're starting out. How long does, primer take to start showing them what kind of tangible results? What are we looking at here?
That's a good question. So when someone new starts priming, you'll start seeing just replies to your notifications pretty quickly. However, it usually takes but the sweet spot is somewhere between 7 and 14 days. You'll start seeing way more comments on your stuff because your entire friends list has seen you comment, tag, on their feed every single day. Without fail. So it's usually between about 7 to 14 days. Okay. It happens pretty quickly.
Okay. Stephanie wanted to know my group name. I've just dropped in the link for you, Stephanie. Yeah. Tell us more questions, guys. Artley, how much is it? Yeah, the pricing point we'll just come to. Any other question? Was name of your new group? I just dropped it. Can you upload a random text file script? For instance, something like, wow, that's very interesting. Here's a random pie recipe. Is there a word limit?
I have not hit a word limit yet, but also I don't type very much. So I'll reply to your comment here in a little while. I'm going to go see exactly how long the character limit is. Because honestly, that's one question that I never thought of.
Yeah, because he has a full sentence. He says, wow, that's very interesting. Here is a random pie recipe. Would you drop that to a lot of people, Hartley? Really? Like, it's going to your entire newsfeed, all kinds of posts. You will, most likely than not, you will not do that. But just because you've asked a question, we'll allow Will to show us what's the length.
Yeah,
that we can use?
I'll find out. I'll find that out, and
Okay, okay.
I'll reply to the comments. I don't know off the top of my head. Um, I thought of everything, but I guess I missed one.
Not a problem. I'm sure we'll have a lot of feedback for you. So
Yeah.
let's talk about, okay, is it responsive like a chat bot? This is not a chat bot. So it doesn't work in a, Alana, it doesn't work in a messenger setting. It's like your feed. It's like your main timeline. It's your,
Mm.
like your profile. It comments there. So chatbot is messenger, but this is on your feed. This, like we comment, like you are commenting on my feed right now, exactly the same way. This
Yeah.
you're not sending me a DM right now. A lot of people do post silly comments. Yes, I mean, of course, you can put anything except that he
Mm.
just needs to find out the exact character length. But yes, you can
Yeah.
put sentences as he already said.
You can put anything that you would like to. However, when Primer goes through, 150 people's posts, a pie recipe on 150 people's posts it's going to confuse a lot of people. Confusion's fine. It'll get you a lot more attention and a lot more replies. So I may try the pie recipe.
Right, right. Alana is asking, could he make it more responsive? It is as responsive as you can imagine. If you have a specific question, feel free to ask him, but it's fairly responsive. You can put any response, you can change it
Mm.
as many number of times, you can go and put it, on
You can
it can,
change it 3, 4, 5, 10 times a day if you want to, and run them
yeah, yeah. I
every
mean,
time.
that's as much. I mean, that's really how much responsive you can make a Chrome extension to be.
Mm.
Um, the pricing part. So I believe you told me, Will, that you have a monthly plan and a yearly plan and a lifetime plan. Is that right?
Yes.
Can you talk
Right
about it?
now, yeah. So right now, for the
What
pre-launch
is
and
the full price of this?
the price for monthly right now is $17 a month.
Is that
Uh,
the full price, Will? Let's start with that.
the
Full
lifetime
price.
price?
Yes, I mean the full price, the not the discounted price.
Oh, so it would be $29 a month when the clock hits zero. So it's
Okay,
going to be $29 a month
okay.
later this afternoon in 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's going to be
3
$29.
hours and 15 minutes. It's going to be $29 a month, and now right now it is
17.
$17 a month.
Mm.
But it is
And
highly recommended to take the yearly or the lifetime plan, and here is why. Let's start with the prices. The full price for the yearly plan, Will.
the full price for the yearly plan is 147. And when taking into consideration the prices for the plans, also take into consideration the time that you save. If you have a VA, you don't have to pay them to do this portion. If you rely on paid ads, you don't have to do that anymore or
Yeah.
as much. So it's right now it's 147, and it's going to 249 in
Two.
about 3
Okay.
hours.
Okay.
And the lifetime, um, it hold on, let me think. It's been a while since I looked up the prices.
Okay,
Uh,
it is 297 right now, and it's going to go up to 497 in the next 3 hours odd. I'm going to
mm,
post the prices right now, guys. He's offering a 50% discount right now in his first launch in this group for the next 3 hours odd, and which is monthly is $17 a month,
mm.
$147 a year, $297 lifetime, and the prices go up to $29 and $297 and $497 in the next 3 hours. I'm dropping those prices, and this is not it. I mean, this price is justified completely. If you were to hire a VA to do this, how much
Mm-hmm.
are you going to spend every single month, every single year? Think about it. I mean, I have been wanting to hire a VA because I'm tired of doing this. But with this extension, I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to tell them what to do, because this is when I want to comment, I want to do it personally myself. I want to read my friend's post, comment.
Exactly.
VAs will not be able to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
when it is about priming for the purpose of increasing the eyeballs, increasing the audience,
Mm-hmm.
increasing the qualified audience who really like my work, who really like my posts, who really like my lives, my content, and hence are far more qualified to jump into my group or buy my product or whatever it is that I'm promoting. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the people I want to increase. And for that, there is nothing better, more value, more sustainable, I mean, I think I will get this money back in the next couple of weeks straight up. Forget about months and years. What is your take on that?
That's exactly correct. So just an idea. I myself paid, a substantial amount of money to have this built and marketed and copywritten and everything. I had made my money back within the first 30 days. And that's just from running it every single day.
Wow.
And that's when the glitches were all present, and all the glitches have been removed. And now I have a bonus stack as well, which is going to increase the value for you even more.
Yeah, so before we jump into the bonuses, firstly, the first bonus is you get a 50% discount if you buy like right now. And I've dropped the prices for all of you in both the groups, I mean outside on my feed as well as in my group. And I've dropped the link for people who want to, start taking a look. Both of them are there. If you want it again, we can do it. Apart from this is just one. The icing on the cake is Will is giving away 3 more bonuses for people who are going to buy the yearly or the lifetime plan from, for him. I am speechless, and I will let Will tell you about all of them one by one.
So what I wanted to do in conjunction with Primer, because Primer only goes down your Facebook feed or your news feed or whatever. Yeah. So I got Zeki Ahmed's comment funnels, and I'm going to be giving that away for free.
Oh, did I hear that right? Are we talking about the Zeki Ahmed and his the comment funnel extension?
The comment funnel from
the
Zeki Ahmed.
Yes. It is 100%. Coming to us for free. Is this coming to us for free?
100% free.
For lifetime?
Yes.
Or if you're buying a yearly subscription to Primer, then you get a yearly subscription to comment funnels. Is it like that?
Well, there wasn't any set restrictions on the comment funnels. I'll have to get with Zeki on that, but I just give you a license to comment funnels, and I give you the software to comment funnels.
Wow.
So if you purchase yearly or if you purchase lifetime, you get comment funnels first off.
What is the value of comment funnels? And just tell us in one line what it does for some of us who don't know how it works, and what does it do, and how does it complement your extensions so beautifully to further bring in sales and leads.
Right. So I believe Zeki was selling his for $197 or $297. I can't remember.
$497 unless you got it at a deal or something, but the original price is $497.
Oh, $497. Okay. No, I pay monthly for it, so I can give it away to you guys for free. So okay. I'm going to continue paying for it forever for your licenses to remain active. So it's just a bonus. It's just something cool for you guys. I wanted something to complement Primer. So Primer goes through your newsfeed.
Yeah.
And comment funnels goes through your Facebook wall. So when Primer is done, and you kick off comment funnels, and it'll go auto reply to every single reply that someone put on your post. So you put a sales post, and they put interested, then comment funnels comes back and drops a link or something like DM me or something like that. So it's just a cycle of engagement just going on and on, automated.
So I will give you another example for comment funnels, guys. It's one of the most sought after products, and Zeki Ahmed is one of the most sought after guys, just like Bill is. Imagine a comment ladder. If you don't know what a comment ladder is, you drop a post, you drop a lead magnet in a post on your feed, something like, hey, I'm doing this free 5 days training in my group. Would you like a link to join in? Or I'm giving away this course for 5 days, and and the everybody starts saying yes. Please drop a yes, or please drop a GIF. That is called a comment ladder, and you get like 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 40, 50, 150, 500 responses, tuck, like that. Now you have to go manually and respond to them while having to send, and you want to make sure that you send them into your DM, and then whatever, or put that link for every single person to create that personal touch.
Mhm.
Imagine giving the same or similar information to all 500 of them by yourself manually. It's a
Right.
total waste of time. Total waste of time. Common ladders, one of the best examples of that is to go and answer all those. And the more
Mhm.
common ladders you do, the more giveaways you do, the more challenges you do, the more stuff you do, the more
Mhm.
loyal, hot leads and sales that you bring in inside your group. That's one of the best sales strategies, one of the sales and marketing strategies that we use in,
Yes.
in, in online businesses. So Common Funnels goes hand in hand with Primer, and it's coming to you on the house for free if you buy the yearly or the lifetime license of Primer
Correct.
today.
Yes.
What is the next thing that you're going to get? Marco is here on the house. Ken, have we answered your question on what is Common Funnels, or is it clear now? And now that he's got two more giveaways after this, again for free, I think.
I have so I had common funnels, and I have the next one that I'm about to talk about, which is called the Social Friends. I don't know if any of you have heard of it yet. It's some of the most beautiful software and that I've seen in a very, 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 very long time. And again, this one's coming to you for free with purchase of the yearly or the lifetime. It it's basically like a CRM for Facebook. So it scrapes your friends list, and then it scrapes your group's friends list, and it tells you who's engaged,
Yeah.
who's commented, who's liked, who's shared, and it tells you who hasn't. Most importantly, it tells you who hasn't. And so what you want to do with the people that haven't done one of those three things, you either engage them or you click delete all, and all of the dead weight you've been carrying around goes away. And that helps the Facebook algorithm, because if they're not commenting on your posts or sharing or liking, then they may be one of those 20 people that Facebook shows it to, and they're not commenting they have to go, unfortunately.
It is almost like
Um,
it is almost like carrying dead weight, and you're killing
mm,
your Facebook algorithm by letting
yes.
them be there. People who are not engaging with your newsfeed, with your comments, with
Yes.
your posts, with your lives. Even if
Mm,
they're friends, they got to go, because if Facebook is showing it to them and they're not engaging, then your algorithm is really, really suffering. Your
yes.
Facebook, you're not allowing Facebook to use its full power and serve
Mm,
your work, your that you put in so much heart and soul into, to serve it
exactly.
to more and more people. You're killing it. Can I also choose who can I pick and choose? I want this person, I don't like, or is it more like, okay, I just put some filters and I say last 6 months, people who have not engaged with me, just throw them out?
No,
How
you
does it
can
work?
you can choose all of those settings. You can choose the last day, the last 7 days. You can it's any random number, whatever you want to choose, and it'll scan every one of your posts and tell you who's engaged, who hasn't engaged. There's a white list and there's a delete list. So your white list, you can go through and just check, one by one, like my mom, my
Okay.
grandma, like do people like that. I'm going to whitelist, because I'm not kicking, grandma out of my feed, even though she doesn't engage. Hello,
Yeah.
grandma.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
but
Right.
there is a whitelist to make sure to never delete those people.
Yeah. So I can add those people even if they're in the delete list. I can move them to my whitelist and keep them if I wanted to. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Even if they end up in your if you're in your non-engaged list, they're safe because they're also in your whitelist. So you can click delete all, and grandma will still be there.
Fantastic. So is it an extension, or is it a software?
No, it's actually it's a software as a service.
Oh, so
So
it's
it
even more
runs,
powerful.
yeah, it's even more powerful. It runs uh it'll run on your phone, it'll run on any computer. Sometimes I sit outside at lunch while we're quarantined at lunch, and just start getting rid of checking and seeing who's engaged and who's not. And
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
another really cool feature of the Social Friends is you can organize and tag your messages,
Hmm.
your Facebook messages. So like I've organized mine into leads, people that have already purchased, friends, family, just you can name them whatever you want, and
Yeah.
it so that way you can know how to react to each set of people that you're targeting.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. So you get this on the house?
This is
You just
completely
get
free.
this on the house. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, I have already put out that post because I have this amazing software that he's already shared with me. And I've already put out my post, which is getting maximum engagement, which I say I'm going to kick out all the people who are not engaged. And I've got the maximum comments because of Primer. So everything in my life has started moving thanks to Mr. Will Barnard and his offerings. So it's time for you to just grab it like right now. And the bonuses are not yet done. There is more coming. If while you're listening to us, just go and sign up. So there is another bonus, another offering from his side. He's going to talk about it.
Those were the only two that I had.
Okay. Okay. And the third one comes from my side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you already have given us three. One was the 50% discount. The second was the Commons funnel, Zeki Ahmed's common funnel, and then social, what is it called? Yeah,
Social
Friends, the software, which is really cool, which is like a CRM. You can organize your messages, you can tag people. I mean, you don't even know people spend how much money to get those functionalities. And people also from my side, because he's honored us and come inside my group. For all of you, whether you're watching this from inside the group or from my newsfeed, I'm going to offer you a free Facebook audit funnel. I mean, a free audit of your Facebook funnel. What that means is how you have set up your business funnel. I mean, your cover images, your text, your bio, your words, your SEO, your description, your messaging, your offers, everything. The Facebook funnel, as we call it, there are like 20 things that you can do in it in order to bring people. Once you prime, then the next step is people want to, you want to make sure that it is designed to bring in people straight into your Facebook group. So I teach that to my coaching students inside my 60 days program. And, I'm also doing a free version of it tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. EST, 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 1 p.m. EST, Eastern time, and 10 a.m. Pacific time. You guys can also join in, RSVP, and join in into that call and work with me in a co-working environment and get your funnels audited by me to make sure that you are able to brand yourselves as experts in your niche instantaneously, even if you think that you're not an expert. But you can also get a proper one-on-one audit of your Facebook funnels for free from me in case you buy this extension right away.
That's a really good bonus. Sorry to cut you off. I don't think enough people put enough value on the Facebook funnel. It's free. If you know how to do it right, when you're priming, when you're doing comment funnels, people are going to hover over your name, and you want all of these things that Hamani are teaching to appear to those people, to bring them into your world, and that's bringing them into your funnel. So that's really cool that you're teaching that and you're giving it away.
Thank you. And I mean, it's like I have crossed 1 year into the online business. I mean, of course, I've been doing a lot of things earlier, but in the last 1 year, whatever money I have made, I've lost, I've learned, I've invested, but whatever money I have made, whatever revenue I have made is thanks only and only to Facebook. It's my Facebook funnel, which was a certain way. It was not optimized. Then, learned, and I changed it. Then I rechanged it. I launched my coaching program in January, early this year, complete transformation. And as I speak, if you look at my branding, I've completely changed it in the last 1 week, completely. I just finished my coaching program, the first round. I'm starting the next batch of students. It's open. The doors are open. You can connect with me on that also. It's the best value for money, best priced, like a fast track, action packed, 100% me available to you kind of a system. But so where we do all these kind of things, help you craft your offer, help you like literally identify all the areas to double your income, your online revenue in 60 days or less. That's how I work. That's the format. It's not like a 1 year commitment and stuff. Rosalie is here. Samuel, thank you, Samuel. He has a very nice comment for you. He said 2 Karma Club blueprint. This is what he said to you, Samuel. He's an amazing guy. Richard Johnson is here, and Ryan Cody is here. So good to have you guys in here. People who are joining in late, feel free to DM me. Feel free to ask. The links have been dropped. You can also check with me. You can, any questions, you can message Will, you can message me.
You can message me anytime you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Rodney has joined us as well. There are a lot of people coming in. So guys, what are your questions? Who has already bought it? Let us know. This deal is ending now in how long, Will? What does your timer show?
Let's see what the timer says right now. It's 2 hours and 58 minutes, so less than 3 hours.
Less than 3 hours, and this is going away from the planet. There is no other person who has made something like this or even near this. And the bonuses that this gentleman is giving away, they are crazy. They are a prerequisite for a successful, profitable online business, no matter what you're doing. No matter what you're doing. Trust me. I mean, you can keep putting money on the table for Facebook ads. You can, tons and tons of money. This is like you just buy it one time. Just get like a $297 one time lifetime, or just get a 147 yearly, whatever works for you. Grab all these bonuses and see how your business takes off in no time. And also get that Facebook audit done from me, and I'll make sure that your everything is in order. All your messaging is in order. I'll give you inputs. We can do a one-on-one Zoom live as well.
That is a really important step. That is a really important step.
Yeah.
Often neglected.
Very much. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I learned the hard way. I lost so much money. I lost so much cash. I left money on the table without realizing it, without understanding the value. And I'm fixing it, pinning it down as much as I can. You are very, very welcome, Richard. So that's it from our side, guys. If you have any questions, you know how to find both of us. And now, less than 3 hours. This is 50% off right now. It's $17 a month. It's $147 a year, and it's $297 for lifetime. It's a total steal deal with Common Funnel coming on the house, with Social Friends coming on the house, and my free Facebook funnel audit coming on the house. Samuel says, Will, I want to see you.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I just thought of this right now. When you mentioned Zeki's lifetime price, I was like, my deal is cheaper than Zeki's life. It isn't his thing. It is. I'm offering all of them. I didn't even realize that until you just said that. But so, yeah, you have 2 hours, 55 minutes. I set it to expire at 4 p.m. Central Time. So,
if people want to start with the monthly plan, I mean, even then you are getting a steal deal, because in place of $29, you can lock your price to $17 a month. Right. For sure. I mean, I can still offer you my Facebook funnel audit. You can still join me tomorrow and we can do it together. That's really not a problem. I'm here to support you. So come and join in, and, I'll just drop the link one last time, and that's it really. And thank you so much, Will, for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really, really amazing for you to especially come for the first time, like first time ever launch happening in my group. I feel so honored.
And actually, this is my very first live on Facebook ever.
What are you saying? Really?
I've never been live on Facebook before till right now.
Oh my goodness. We need to record this, and, I'm going to make sure that I give you the recording of this.
Yeah. I'm surprised my kids are being quiet.
You must have won them enough already.
Oh, yes.
That's perfect. I've dropped the link here, guys. Again, any problems, link not working, any of that, just let us know. And guys, hope to see you really crush in your businesses. I'm moving to the next phase. I spoke from my heart yesterday. If you haven't seen that live, please go ahead and see it. It's right there, inside the group and on the newsfeed. And I'm feeling really, really empty and hollow from inside to close down this group, because it's like my first group ever. And I've nurtured it with everything that I knew or I learned or I practiced, all my, everything that I believed in. And all of you came in through some personal effort, and not just going and spamming some group and trying to friend everybody. That's not how I've worked ever. but my messaging, my audience, everything has changed. I'm completely 100% into coaching, and we will move all this there. So people who want to join in my journey there, please join in there. I will have you go live in the new group. It's already, set up. I mean, I'm going to allow people to come in by next week, and we are still doing some things. But yeah, the funnel is already set up, but inside the group there are some things that still have to get done. So we will get people in, and then I'll invite you again, and I'll have you promote your stuff, because I think I'm going to make it mandatory for all of my students to have it for sure.
It's a really good tool to have. And
Yeah,
like I said, I run mine 30 minutes before I even wake up every day. I wake up at 9. I set it to run at 8:30. By the time I sit down on my computer, it's already done.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect.
yeah.
Michelle is here too. Hey, Ken says, good job, Will. John says, wow. He says, that's awesome. Will, you did very well. Yes, he did. He spent months and months and months trying to have it done the right way.
Many months.
With precision. Yeah. Samuel
appreciate
says, congratulations on your first live. You did really well. You did really well.
Thanks, Samuel.
I mean,
Thanks,
I have got people who are struggling to go live, and I don't think any of us felt that it was your first time. People really struggle on that.
I kind of didn't want to tell anybody. I was talking to my wife about 5 minutes before I went live, and she's like, "You'll be fine. You're the only primer expert on the planet. So who else is going to talk?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, you're right."
Absolutely. So guys, that's it from our sides, and we'll see you soon again. Thank you, Mauro. You're here. He's saying thank you. Samuel, see you. Bye-bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Join me live tomorrow in my free Facebook audit. We'll co-work together. And also let me know what are the other topics you want me to serve you with before I close down the group end of the month. Anything you want, I'm happy to come live as many times in a week and help you with that. Ciao, guys.